Let's start with a truth that Hollywood will never tell you. For most women, commitment is a conversation. It's a discussion about the future, a timeline, a next step. But for a man, real commitment, the kind that leads to marriage, is not a conversation. It's not a logical decision. It's a surrender. It's the precise moment his restless hunting, "what's next?" brain finally goes quiet. It's the moment he stops looking at other women, not because he feels caged, but because, for the first time in his life, he has stopped searching. What if I told you that this click has almost nothing to do with how beautiful you are, or how successful you are, or even how much fun you are? It's a deep brain archetypal trigger. A man doesn't marry the woman who excites his mind the most. He marries the woman who makes his soul feel sane. He marries the woman whose very presence feels like home. The psychologist Carl Jung said we are drawn to others who reflect the hidden parts of our own soul. When a man feels this, he doesn't just want her. He recognizes her. This video isn't about 10 shallow tricks to get the ring. We are going deeper. We're exploring the 4 primal feelings a woman must evoke in a man's psyche to make him stop hunting and start building. If you're ready to move from being an option to becoming an anchor, stay with me. The sanctuary. From the day he is born, a man is handed a suit of armor. He's told, be strong, don't cry, be a provider, be the problem solver, don't complain. Every single day, he goes out into the world and performs. This is what Carl Jung called the persona, the mask of competence and control that he shows to his boss, his friends, and even his family. But that mask is heavy. He lives his entire life in a state of low-grade, exhausting performance. He dates women who admire the armor. They're impressed by his success, his confidence, his strength. But he marries the woman who makes him feel safe enough to take the armor off. This isn't about you mothering him. That's a trap that leads to resentment. This is about your nervous system. When he is in a room with you, does his body physically relax? Can he be silent for 10 minutes without you asking what's wrong? Can he be weak for a moment, admit a fear, or say, I don't know the answer, without you losing respect for him? Most of the world demands his performance. The woman he marries provides a sanctuary from it. Her calm is not passive, it's a presence. She isn't a void he falls into, she is a harbor he steers toward. It's not that she fixes his problems. It's that her stillness, her non-judgmental presence makes his problems feel manageable. He can finally, truly exhale. For a man who has been on for 30 years, this feeling of peace is the rarest and most addictive drug in the world. He will not let the source of it go. The mirrors. Every man is living with a deep, private, and often unconscious question, am I really enough? He craves validation, but he is allergic to empty flattery. He knows when he's being played. He can smell insincerity a mile away. The woman he dates may be a cheerleader. She shouts, you're the best, you're so smart. It feels good for a moment, but it's like eating sugar. It's a quick high and it doesn't last. The woman he marries is not a cheerleader, she is a mirror. What's the difference? A cheerleader shouts from the sidelines. A mirror stands in front of him and reflects the truth. When he is lost in his own shadow, his doubt, his insecurity, his failure, she doesn't just offer platitudes. She quietly holds up a mirror and says, I see your strength even when you can't. I see the man you are becoming. She reflects his potential. She sees his hero archetype. But this mirror reflects more than just his strength. It reflects his essence. She's the woman who gets his weird sense of humor. She understands why he loves that one stupid movie. She sees his private quirks, his hidden kindness, his secret ambitions, and instead of finding them odd, she finds them him. This is the recognition Jung spoke of. It is a profound, bone-deep archetypal feeling of, oh, there you are. He doesn't have to explain himself to her. He doesn't have to translate his soul. He is simply known. When a man feels seen this completely, it's not just love, it's belonging. The anchor. Any relationship can feel good when the sun is shining. The real test for a man, the one that psychologically sorts temporary girlfriend from future wife, is what happens in a storm. Picture this: he comes home from work. He's stressed, he's angry, he's unreasonable, he picks a fight. Unconsciously, his primal brain is asking a critical question. When I lose control, will you lose control too? Most women react, they match his fire with fire, they get defensive. They cry, they escalate, they become the storm. His chaos triggers her chaos. The woman he marries is an anchor. She can stand in the middle of his emotional tornado and not be moved. She can look at his anger and not take it personally. She is the calm, steady presence that absorbs the chaos instead of reflecting it. This does not mean she is a doormat. This is not weakness, it is profound strength. Her emotional center is internal, not external. His bad mood does not have the power to ruin her day. To a man's nervous system, this quality is the ultimate signal of safety. His chaotic instinctual mind thinks, this foundation is solid. I can build a life here. When the storms of life hit, when I lose a job or we face a crisis, she will not crumble. He may chase excitement, he may date volatility, but he commits his life, his future, and his resources to stability. The edge. This is the final and most crucial piece of the puzzle. The woman who becomes his sanctuary, his mirror, and his anchor is not a yes woman. She is not a passive, submissive, fawning creature. If she is only soft, only nurturing, and only calm, he will eventually get bored and he will lose respect. The woman he reveres, the woman he is terrified to lose, has an edge. She has boundaries. She has a life, a purpose, and a mission that is separate from him. She is soft and nurturing when he needs her, but she will also call him on his bullshit. She will not tolerate disrespect. Her no is gentle, but it is unbreakably firm. This is what creates psychological polarity. This is the integrated feminine. She is both the nurturing mother and the sovereign queen. Her softness invites him in, calms his nervous system, and makes him feel safe. But her strength, her edge, keeps his respect. He knows he cannot just steamroll her. He knows she has her own identity. This balance is magnetic. It keeps him engaged. He can rest in her softness, but he must rise to meet her strength. She is both home and a challenge. This is the woman he never gets tired of. This is the woman he chooses for life. In the end, a man doesn't choose a wife with a checklist. He chooses her with his nervous system. He chooses her with his soul. He chooses the woman whose presence is a sanctuary from his life of constant performance. He chooses the mirror that reflects his best and truest self back at him. He chooses the anchor that holds him steady in a storm. And he chooses the woman with an edge, whose strength commands his eternal respect. Carl Jung said we are drawn to those who help us complete ourselves. When a man finds this combination of qualities, he has found his anima, the living, breathing reflection of his own soul. He doesn't just love her, he recognizes her. The goal then is not to learn these steps to catch a man. The goal is to become this person for yourself, to become your own sanctuary, your own anchor, your own strength. Because when you embody this grounded, whole, and authentic energy, you don't have to chase, you simply attract. And the man who is ready for that kind of depth will find you, and he will not let you go. If this exploration resonated with you, like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of love and connection. And in the comments, I want to ask you, which of these 4 feelings do you think is the most powerful? Until next time.